I have to go to the bathroom. Why do you have to tell me?
Welcome to the place to be
Avengers.
Were you expecting someone else? Let's start the show.
Who loans your money, homie? Who owes your cash? Who taught you how to use the barn for the grass? I don't know much, but I gotta assume that when you hit your first net, your homies was in you talking about homies, homies. Talk about blood, tons of blood. Motherfucking homies, homies. My dog, homies, homies. Talk about blood, tons of blood.
I was just starting to jam to the ICP because it's just too sweet. Woo! It's the Fandom Menace People's Champion.
Pete?
It's the most exciting man in the Fandom Menace. He's a little bit frozen right now, everyone. You'll have to forgive him, and I don't have admin control, so you can
Back?
That just sucked.
Am I back?
So you sound like T-Pain.
Jesus.
Can kind of hear you, kind of not, Pete.
Hang on.
There we go. Well, maybe.
Almost there.
All right, I'm not about for a second. There.
Yeah, so
Am I-
Pete's in love with E-Tap's in love with the stripper. Or any other T-Pain song you can think of. Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, the world's wokest warrior, primitive-sided, toxic fanboy, aligned with the like-minded, Tony Tone Deaf, rocking with you. Friday Night Live, the place to be reviews. What's up, Mr. M. Dastardly, Keely Chow, Daisy Divine, Nano Reaper, everybody in the chat, it's great to see you. We've got a stacked show, a stacked panel for the night. First off, let me introduce the vampire of the Fandom Menace, Mr. AngelousDraven.
Hey, I'm AngelousDraven, vampire of the Fandom Menace, one half of the Fallen Angels, and I sink my teeth into gaming and entertainment over on my channel. So check it out, and let's have an awesome stream.
I think I'm back.
Yup.
It looks like it.
Yes.
Am I still T-Pain or what?
No, you sound good.
All right. I
You don't sound like you walked out of a peanut special anymore now.
I don't know what the hell was going on. I have not had that issue in a while. I think it might be because of the wind. I mean, I got some heavy winds here, but I normally don't have any issues. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
I had a whole spiel planned for the beginning of the show, but yeah, I guess I'll just do it this way. Thank you, Tony, for taking over for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? Well, if I ever have any issues with the service, like internet, it shows like up. If you're hosting, you can see it up top where it shows like how many people are watching you live. Mm-hmm. It'll show like almost like a little like service bars, you know. And it popped up, and I'm like, it only does that when I have an issue. And unfortunately tonight I had an issue. So I'm here now. For how long? Who knows? But no. Thank you guys for joining us. Tony introduced everybody. I appreciate it. Allan, Draven, thank you guys for being here tonight. Mm-hmm. I got a little bit of business to attend to beforehand. See if I can go solo here, and if it doesn't throw me off. So tonight is the final Fandom Menace Friday Night Live episode here on the channel for the foreseeable future. This is there's nothing wrong with the channel. I said I had some announcements to make. There's nothing wrong with the channel. We're not going anywhere. But what I want to do is I want to reorganize some things. We're well over our watch hours that we need when we get to the point where we can apply for monetization. So I'm reorganizing some things, and we are going to we're going to get to where we need to be. But I want to introduce the man who's going to become a permanent member of the Monday Night Going in Raw panel. and he just dropped out on me. He was just backstage, and he just dropped out. Damn you! Come back. I was gonna introduce him, but so we're adding a permanent third member to the panel with Tony and myself on Monday nights.
Cool.
I can fill in for Red Gaze.
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
Damn it. Yes, it is Red Gaze. He's going to be, Red Gaze is going to be joining us on Monday nights now, from starting this Monday. He'll be our third member. We'll still be having one guest on Mondays, and Wednesdays we'll have maybe one, sometimes two guests. The only other time on Monday nights we're going to have a kind of a packed house is I'm able to announce April 19th, which is my birthday. We'll be joined by El Presidente himself, Mr. Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters, Nick Utam, and I'm waiting for my RSVP from the third member, Kendo. So yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back from Kendo. But yeah, so we got that going on Monday night for my birthday. That's April 19th. So that's going on. We are doing the we're doing the like I said, we're doing the Friday night's gone. We're still gonna have mornings with the Place to Be reviews on Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern until 10:30 when I have to go to work. That's if I don't go get tested for the coof this week and it comes back positive. God damn it. But you know, shit happens. Let's see what else. Wednesday night, Going Rogue. I'll still be there. I am not going to be appearing on many other shows outside of Rogue Entertainment, though. Tuesday night, you can still catch me over on... We'll actually be moving from Enter the Unfamiliar to the Wes Moody webcast, I believe, because we're going to push Wes up over 1,000 next. Another member of the Rogue crew. We'll get him up there, so we're going to be moving the Tuesday night show over to... I'll let you guys know on Twitter, though, if it's going to be Wes Moody or if it's his other channel. I'm not exactly sure. But, yeah, and then Monday night will be here. You're still going to get Batwoman reviews. You're going to be getting a lot of different types of content. I will be having daily, you'll have a daily top 5 or top 10 list every day of the week, Monday through Friday coming up, starting next week. I'll be doing that. You'll still get reviews. Yes, I'm still doing my I Love the 80s series. That'll be coming out. We'll be doing there'll be one to two videos a week in that series as well. So that's all ahead right here on the Place to Be reviews. And I'll still be here with all of you. It's just a little different schedule, some different types of content. And yeah, you guys are still going to get the same fun stuff you used to get. Just Friday nights, I'm going to be completely off, unless the guy over here, unless the guy over here decides to do something on Friday. But aside from that, I shan't be streaming anywhere else. Yeah, so that's what's going on.
I ain't done nothing on Friday since 1992.
By the way, pardon me, but what kind of review is there to be done for Batwoman? It sucks.
Well, it's not really a review per se. I mean, it's more of a rant and basically me just calling out every time I see
The lesbian!
And that's
That's great.
Appropriate, sir.
that is ooh, my chair just adjusted. That is basically it was locked, it kind of busted into place. That's it. All right. But yeah, Nano Reaper, that is a perfect way. He says he deconstructs the suck. Mm-hmm. That is basically what I do, and it's sad too because like my reviews have been like getting longer, like week by week. Like the week before was 15, then it was 20. Last week was 25. I'm like, I don't know if I have a 40-minute Batwoman review in me. I probably do because, well, I mean they have like 8 lesbians an episode, so I'm never short on using the Eric Bischoff or the Mr. Garrison going scissor me timbers give. I can never play that enough.
Look, God knows, man, I've said it more times than I can count. They're making too much of an issue out of stuff like that.
Oh.
Where's the fun in Batwoman? It's all about, okay, this person is gay, this person is this person is that. Fine, they're that. It's supposed to be an action show. Let me have an action show.
You know, and the action is so lackluster, and it's bad. Let me acknowledge the chat here. We've got Daisy Divine, Snootaporpoise Q Burr, Keely Chow, the Fandom Menace Ultron, Nano Reaper. M. Dastardly's in the house. What's up, brother? We were talking about CW. M. Dastardly did some stunt work, actually. Arrow, correct? If you're still in the chat, M. Dastardly. I believe you said it was Arrow. Hey, Millennial Me is here. Congratulations, Fallon. Happy anniversary. She just celebrated 2 years on YouTube. So
Cool.
Congrats to you, young lady. She has a Teespring store as well. Go over and check her stuff out. That's another thing I'm getting ready to do is start. We're gonna have merch. We're gonna start selling merch here, folks.
Nice.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was gonna happen. That's what she said. But yeah, we're gonna start doing. We're gonna. I believe it's I'm gonna do Zazzle. For the T-shirts. I think I was talking to somebody about it the other day. I'm still looking around, but yeah, we'll have shirts. We might have some gear for the ladies, some leggings. You want to put the place to be right in the middle of that ass? I'll have that for you.
I'll wear some leggings for you.
Want my logo right in the middle of that badonk right there? I'll have that. We'll put something funny in the front too. M. Dashley says, yes, it was Arrow. He did stunt work on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got him. We got Bone. Hail, Bone. I still ain't made. We got to make that gift, Tony. We got to make that bumper for Bone. See you at the crossroads. What's up, y'all? Thank you for joining us, man. We got Alan from Doom Scholar Studios. I got the website pulled up. We're gonna share that. I want Alan to talk a little bit about what they got going on over there, and we'll show some images here. And I'll let him tell us what's going on with Doom Scholar Studios, man. I'm over here on this is the graphic novel page. I want to start with the heavy.
I'm very proud of this. One of our artists, Danielle Stover, actually a very capable lady, a very, very skilled artist. As it says in the description, Declan Finn and I, a number of years ago, wrote a series, The Last Survivors. This image below this item right here is the first scene, actually, in our first online graphic series, as we're calling them at Doom Scholar Studios, Last Survivors, Forgotten Son. Danielle, I'm sure as you can see, she's fantastic. It's great work. It's, I'm glad to say, different from the art styles that too many people have been seeing lately. All we've been getting from, well, Hollywood and from animated material is garbage. This is something more along the lines, I don't know how many people here are old Batman fans from the 80s, and from the 90s rather, and pardon my cat, from the 90s, with what they refer to as, I believe it was Bat Deco. I can't remember for sure, but it's angular and sharp, and we're hoping to have more scenes up for it soon. It's a full story based on the original book in The Last Survivors, codenamed Winterborn. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Danielle does with it.
How long ago did you guys start designing all this? Coming up
series
with your series and like your ideas. What led you to where you are with the story? Like, what was your inspiration? What did you draw from to come up with it?
What started with Forgotten Son, actually was a conversation with some friends and a conversation with my wife, actually. Because I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you before, but I am, or was when I was younger, a huge manga fan.
Okay. I
have copies of the whole Fist of the North Star Master series someplace around. Battle Angel Alita.
Nice.
You have some of the old Ranma material.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. I love good animation. I love good comics. In fact, my cousin, God rest him, was a huge collector. He had all sorts of stuff. I actually have some of his. He collected all sorts of old comics and Hollywood material. Actually, right in my office. This was his, signed by the.
Nice.
Clayton Wells, yes. Also, I have something from the Lone Ranger signed for him as well, and a couple of movie posters, etc. My cousin Jerome he collected a lot of comics. It's how I started doing it. Actually, I mean, I haven't read a lot of the books in ages, but as I've said to your host here before, it's become too much about a lecture. It's not about enjoying the work anymore. What's the point in spending the money to buy them? It's, how do you say this? It's crap. I don't read Batman or the X-Men to get a social lecture.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you know, that's the problem now. They don't want to entertain. They want to lecture you. They want to beat you over the head with a point of view that you don't want, you don't need, you didn't ask for. You know, you can have your views, that's fine. You know, but I don't want to be beaten over the head with it. You know, if I want to read a graphic novel or if I want to watch a movie, I don't want to be preached to unless I'm ready to go to church or whatever, you know, wherever you may choose to worship. You know, I don't need that. I don't need that for my entertainment.
The problem is it used to be allegory and left up for the interpretation of the viewer to decide what the meaning was. And now it's like heavy-fisted or ham-fisted and just thrown in your face like, here, this is what we want you to believe and this is what it, you know. So
when they did give you something, it was minimal. It was just kind of it was there.
Exactly.
These days, just this is what we want you to think. It doesn't matter if you like it or not. You're going to see it.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing wrong. I've said this to Frank Earl. He's one of the other gentlemen involved with Doom Scholar Studios. There's nothing wrong with a message, but it shouldn't be everything.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. The whole point of making this stuff is to entertain the people watching it or reading it or whatever. Exactly. Our money that pays for this stuff. They should be trying to entertain us.
Yeah. That's my problem with it is just don't give me garbage and then try to tell me you know, it was this is what I want. You know, I don't know it, but this is what I want. It's like, no, trust me. I know what kind of entertainment. And I always tell people this when they're like, if food is always a good example. And Tony, you know, I have had this conversation multiple times. It's like, oh, well, try my, you know, X. And it's like, well, I don't like X. And they're like, well, you haven't had mine. And I'm like, well, look, in my 40 years on this planet, I am fairly certain that I have developed a good sense of taste. And I have faith in my palate. If I tried something and I don't like it, odds are, no matter how it's cooked, I'm not gonna like it. You know, it's like me eating like regular fish. Like I will eat sushi, but I will not eat fish at all. I do not eat fish. I don't like it. I don't like the smell. I grew up eating it. My wife does not eat it at all. Once we got together, I basically stopped eating it. You know, bodybuilding, that used to be like one of the main staples was I would eat a lot of tilapia or whatever, you know, and now I found out that that's like a bottom-feeding garbage fish, like in the same family.
Yeah, tilapia,
As like gefilte fish or carp, you know, I'm like, oh, this is great. You know, I'm not eating this anymore. So I literally, the only fish I've eaten in the last almost 11 years is sushi. That was it. I won't touch like regular fish, but enough about dietary. Let me pop back over here to this.
Good. I was about to go on a rant about meatloaf.
He would do anything for love. He just wouldn't do that. Let me go back over to the homepage.
No, it's
here.
Like you've never tried my meatloaf. It's like, no, I haven't. Let it get extra dry and turn into a hard black lump of fucking shit before I serve it to my guests. No, I haven't tried yours.
I hate meatloaf too, Tony. So I feel
like
you.
Meatloaf.
They say with pizza, okay, even if it's bad pizza, it's good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But meatloaf is the opposite. Even if it's good meatloaf, it's fucking bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Oh wait. Bone says no fish sticks. No, Bone, I am not a gay fish. I don't like fish sticks. I'm not Kanye West.
Oi.
So here we are, homepage.
By the way, folks, something I will mention for all of you, since we are discussing what Doom Scholars is doing, one of the other projects we're working on, I've told Pete about this before. I don't know if you told Angelus or Tony about Bare Soul.
I have not. Go ahead.
Okay, guys, here's something interesting for you. Imagine a universe where the Roman Empire didn't fall. The technology went a totally different way, though. Basically, imagine if you took steampunk, rammed it into the Romans, spread the empire across Europe, Asia, and perhaps in part of the New World. And we go from there.
Nice.
That concept is cool. I dig that. I dig that.
Yeah, like it says on the page in the concepts and show segment, a world where Roman history was very different from ours, where the empire followed different rules of exploration and conquest. The Roman technology has become a mix of their culture and an unimaginable, indescribable fusion of things past, present, and future.
Very nice.
So been trying to let myself have fun, come up with material for people, and we're interested. Once we get off the ground, God knows, I'm interested in hearing what anyone else out there has to say. Just want to see what's out there, because like I've also said that more than once, if you ask me, the comics and Hollywood are spending too much time on stuff that's already been done before, just redoing it or rehashing it.
Yep.
All we're getting is this. I understand they're afraid of losing money on new concepts. Yes, but if you keep feeding people the same, and I don't want to. Oh, what the hell? Doesn't matter. If you keep feeding people the same shit, they're gonna throw it up.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it.
You had said that you are heavily inspired by anime and manga, or very interested in it. And you look at that culture, and they're pumping out new ideas like left and right.
Yes.
And it's doing great. It's like a lot of people have been hitting on that, and it's like comics just wants to like race change or gender swap or whatever.
Yep.
And it's like they wonder why it doesn't sell. It's because we already know who those characters are. We want new and original characters.
Yeah.
But they're, like you said, they're afraid that they're going to lose money. But we have manga and anime to prove that if you do something new, you're not going to lose money as long as you build it up and prop it up.
Yes, and there's also just too much of what they're doing. They're losing money anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to say one other thing, because I used to be a huge DC fan. I have a hardcover of Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. That's one of the original inspirations for The Last Survivors. I love that comic, and the old Batman animated series episode where they have a piece of it where it is Bruce in that future has the best line as far as I'm concerned in a cartoon, because you see Bruce and the young Robin battling those mutants, and you see Bruce shooting at them with the bullets from the bat tank, and like almost like he's speaking to Robin or the crowd, you don't know, and he goes, "Rubber bullets, honest," and just stuff like that. You don't see that anymore. It's not fun. It's boring.
Yeah, dude, you're talking about comics now. So they're finally releasing that Children of the Atom from Marvel. Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
Holy,
I get the feeling I don't want to.
Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? As a treat for you tonight, because I don't care about copyright claims right now, and this show's going away anyway. So what we're gonna do, we'll EFAP this New Mutants Children of the Atom trailer. This is God, I want to skip through some of this. It's I don't know. It's horrifying. It's like they don't have any sort of just they don't care. It's like they don't care. It's
because
like
they're creatively bankrupt.
It's not about fun anymore. I'll say it again.
They just like seriously all these like the Children of the Atom. It's like what do they call Gambit? They call her. It's like she's a black female now, and they just call her Gimmick. I mean, I was listening to this the other day. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, and being from a professional wrestling background, I'm like, we call everything a gimmick or a deal anyway.
Yeah,
I was laughing. I'm like,
character and a good one.
Gambit was awesome. You know, it's like, how?
Yeah,
what
Gambit's one of my favorites.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, Keely Chow says the EFAP guys could do a live stream for 8 to 10 hours. How's that possible? They're not human. They're not human.
Yeah,
they're not human. Man, I don't know.
People you never know.
Nano Reaper had a good lasagna, or not lasagna, but meatloaf idea, wrapped in bacon with sausage mixed in with premium beef with jalapenos and red onions. Dude, you lost
me
right
at
there.
red onions.
See, I don't mind red onions, and dude, I love jalapenos. Yeah, I like meatloaf, man.
Gentlemen, I just love having my wife's cooking. Annie's amazing.
I like food. That's my problem. I like
Yeah.
food. I'm down 30 pounds, but I still love to eat.
Oh, Pete, I used to have people try to buy my chicken soup
Mm.
with the office I used to work at.
Oh man, that's one thing I miss when my grandma passed away was her chicken soup.
God rest.
She would make chicken and dumplings, the homemade dumplings from hand. Oh,
That
Hell
sounds good.
yeah.
those are delicious. Oh my god, those are delicious.
I'll fuck some dumplings up.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
that's one thing my mom can still make them. She doesn't make as big a batches as she used to, but yeah, those chicken and dumplings, man. Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't had that. It's been a couple of years. That really, dude, I get fat just on those alone, man.
Especially on a cold day.
Yes. Oh God. Let me pop back over here to the D.S.S website, and we'll finish going through that here. And I shared the link in the chat. We're over here on the Bare Soul page, and then we have Last Survivor, and this is World War. This is World War. Oh, okay. So this is in the World War III.
Yeah, to explain that one, gentlemen, simply imagine if like it says, World War III happened and no one knows why. If you read Codename Winterborn at the start of one of the stories at the start of the book is from one of the main characters, Kyle Elson, an assassin. There's been a story going around in that universe for several years since the war happened that supposedly some guy was doing his time with the army as a reservist, and that the psychiatrist performed a test on April 1st and launched a missile from North Korea towards Washington, and he somehow got through security and attacked North Korea, and the world went to hell from there. Nobody knows in that universe what really happened. Something very stupid happened. Nobody knows what it was. But just all those people are stuck living in a very nasty place. The stories take place in San Francisco, which nobody knows is there. And we've got some, believe me, there's some very unusual stuff happening in that universe.
Okay.
The most disturbing thing is, last part of me, before I shut up, is we created a drug for that universe that actually showed up for real like 5 years after we wrote it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no. You guys, you ever heard of crocodile from Russia?
I have not.
Basically, this stuff, they call it crocodile because basically it'll eat you. It tears your body. It'll tear your body apart. We made this stuff we called pixie dust. And in that universe, you could use it as a patch. You could snort it. You could whatever. And then a guy showed up at a hospital without his nose. And
Oh my God.
after my wife has joked that we should have written Declan, Finn, and I winning the lotto or something, because with the amount of stuff that we have in this book that's actually happening, we should have just done that, and we would be good now.
Did you have the sidewalk poop? Is my question.
The sidewalk what?
The sidewalk poop, because apparently that is like the biggest draw in San Francisco right now, is that they had to hire people to pick up the feces off the
Oh yeah,
sidewalks.
because they're allowed to just shit in the streets.
Because of all the homeless people in Herr Pelosi's district there. So apparently they had to hire feces patrols. This is something that the taxpayers have to foot the bill for. In that paradise. Apparently there was a pilot that just took off. I think it was a Southwest Airlines flight. I saw it on this. I can't remember what website it was. It came across my newsfeed though, and the pilot was on a hot mic on the plane, and he was bitching about. He said something about goddamn liberals over the microphone. He goes, he had to stop at San Francisco. He goes, I ain't stop at that goddamn shithole city, those goddamn liberals. And he was on a hot mic throughout the whole plane.
Oops.
Yeah, he's probably going to lose his job.
That's awesome.
It's funny, though. It is funny. And literally, San Francisco is a shithole. I mean, my mom said it was bad when she went there in, like, what was it, the late 60s? She said it was bad when she went there. Hey, Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, hail to you. It's Nudipurpus Q Bursay. Pelosi better stay off the street. She might get swept up by the poop patrol. She'll just fall asleep in the gutter.
All I know is California, unfortunately, has gone to hell in a handbasket. Places like Los Angeles, which has Hollywood, we're supposed to be bringing money into that state. LA, like I said, Hollywood's going to crap.
Yep.
You know the expression, get woke, go broke. And they're losing money. I mean, look at what's happening to Disney right now.
Yeah.
From what I understand, the numbers on Disney Plus are crap, from what I'm told.
They've went down severely since Gina was let go.
That's what I heard.
Well, you pissed off people who you already pissed off for years before this. You won us back. You won some of them back. You gave us Luke Skywalker for a couple minutes. You gave us a show that we were like, okay, it might be a little bit. It's a little kitsch. All right, Mando is a little kitsch, but overall, it was something you could kind of just enjoy. You know, It wasn't The Last Jedi. It wasn't The Rise of Skywalker. It wasn't The Force Awakens. It wasn't Solo. You know, it was. They gave us they gave us, you know, Jon Favreau gave us something that we could enjoy. And hang on, I got to bring somebody in here. Go ahead, Tony.
I was going to say it's like methadone Star Wars almost.
That's basically it. And here he is, ladies and gents, the newest member of the Place to Be Reviews, Monday Night Going in Raw, the Red Gaze. He's just going to sit there and not say anything.
What's up, fellas?
Red Star, greetings and
I only got a
salutations.
couple minutes. I finally got my hands on some Wi-Fi. I just want to say I can't wait to join you guys on Mondays. It's going to be awesome. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And, yeah, thanks very much.
You're welcome, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We're looking forward to having you join the team, brother.
Cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, just doing a little bit of D&D tonight, so I can't stay long.
Nice.
But, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got in here somehow. Say hi to you guys. Say thank you. And I can't wait.
Dude, you're welcome. Have fun playing D&D tonight, bro.
Yeah, enjoy the game.
I'm jealous.
Thanks, fellas.
I've actually got a role-playing game in development on from The Last Survivors.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's going to need God knows how much work, but we got something underway.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we need better role-playing games, too. I have to stick with the classics. It's kind of the same as movies.
Believe me, I've got something in mind. What I've got in mind, I don't want to say it's more realistic, but in some respects, it's a lot more, like, to put it this way. Imagine if, you get experience points. You improve your character by experience points. But if you want to improve your skills, if you want to improve, say, your character's physical traits, you actually have to do it in the game. Characters got to be, say like you want to increase the strength, they got to be lifting weights. They want to improve a skill, they've got to practice the skill.
Right? Yeah, that's a cool concept.
Yeah, they've got to better the skills. There's different grades, different levels. It's possible to become a master, but it's going to take time, real life time in the game, and actual effort on the part of the player.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I figured, we've had D&D and all this stuff for so many years. Oh, you can just, and you're good. This, no, that's not how it works.
Right.
Hey, Geeky Pixie, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hail to you. She's hail to Fandom Menace. Proudly stand with you. Hail to you, miss. Thank you.
Hello, Geeky.
Thank you for joining us, young lady. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, I hate to cut and run, guys.
No,
I gotta
it's all
jump
right.
Back.
Yeah.
Appreciate you again. Thanks a lot. And can't wait. Hail the panel. Hail the chat. You guys are
Hail.
awesome. Have a good
We'll
night.
see you Monday, brother.
Peace.
Do well, sir, if you are going.
So yeah, Red is actually he's I'll give his book a plug because he's going to open up the campaign in a couple weeks for Sunsworn. You have a copy, don't you, Draven?
Yes, I do.
Because he's reopening it and doing some new. Man, it's like we have so many talented people in this community. Is absolutely wonderful. I was bummed, man. Like I said, I had some stuff written and I lost all of it on my old computer, which sucks. I'm still trying to gather it back up. Jamie East is here. Hail to you, Look at there's females in the chat now. We're such a bunch of
Yeah,
misogynists. I have female viewers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're terrible people. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We appreciate you being here. I've never played Dungeons and Dragons, the board game. I've never played it.
Oh, it's great.
I never nobody
And
I used to
you
watch
would love it because you used to do wrestling and be a character, and
Exactly.
it's perfect.
Yep. When I was a kid, they had the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon was on. I watched that as a kid.
God,
I was like,
yeah.
I was like, man, this is pretty cool, and everybody, a couple of my like friends, older siblings played D&D, and they were like, because we were watching them, we're like, oh, this is nothing, because like none of the real characters from the game like ever showed up, I think, except in like maybe one episode that I can remember, and they're like, it's not anything like the game, but I said, I was like, man, I want to, and it's like now I'm like 40, and I was like, I want to try playing Dungeons and Dragons. But I would teach my son because I got nobody else around here to play with. There's a vintage game shop now. They do like the Warhammer stuff.
I've done Warhammer as well,
and all that, and I think they do like Magic. I don't know if he does
And
D&D
Magic.
though.
Magic the Gathering?
I've never played any of those.
You name it, I've probably done it.
My son erased all the progress on my Legend of Zelda today though, so there's that.
Ooh,
That's not
that's
nice.
rough. Breath of the Wild or
no, Legend of Zelda, the original.
the original one
on my
man.
NES Classic, and he woke me up. I walked down the den. He was, Dad, don't be mad, and I'm like, haven't even had my coffee yet. Okay, what did you do? I said, what did you do now? He goes, and he's a good kid. He doesn't do much wrong. I says, what did you do? He goes, I accidentally erased Legend of Zelda. And I'm like, you know what, bud? I'm like, all the progress I made on that version, because it's on the NES Classic, I said, I literally made that in the course of probably like 3 days. I'm like, so it's not like when you erased Daddy's GoldenEye game that I beat in 1999 and had everything saved and unlocked in it. That made me a little bit mad. I'm like, I gave him a hug. I'm like, bud, it's okay. We'll play it again together, and we'll get back to where we were. But yeah, GoldenEye, I don't have the wherewithal to even play it anymore now. I'm like, I can't do it again. I can't. I'm gonna have to get like an emulator and just mod it and get all this shit, because I'm not gonna go through it all level by level again. I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, by the way, gentlemen, pardon me, but to bring up something, since we were talking about Star Wars and what's happened with that, and about spitting on fans. What about this? Considering what the BBC has done to Doctor Who.
See, I'm not a Whovian. I did, however, because I watch all Gary's reviews of Doctor Who, just because I like supporting Gary. But I watched 3 episodes of the Jodie Whittaker. Was she 12 or is it 13? 13. She's the 13th Doctor, who we'll lovingly refer to as Dr. Karen. Yeah, that's it. I watched
13, yes.
Yeah, I watched a couple.
You watched the Rosa Parks episode.
I haven't seen that one. I started at the very beginning of the season. And I said, Jamie E says Whovian makes me giggle. I don't know what's the preferred nomenclature for
Whovian.
Whovian.
It is
okay.
Whovian.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody with calling them the wrong name. I don't know. But yeah, I watched 3 episodes of the Jodie Whittaker thing, and I'm like, I know nothing. Now, mind you, the only things I know about Doctor Who I've picked up from other people. I was like, just overall, like, holy shit, this is bad. Like, she's insufferable.
Yeah.
Jodie Whittaker is absolutely insufferable.
Like spitting on the fans.
The cast surrounding her are just, God, they're just Yaz and Ryan, and they're just fucking.
She has like 3 companions or 3 or 4 companions now. It's so stupid.
I think
2 of them left. Worth remembering.
Yeah.
2 of them.
I don't even remember their name.
No, I know Yaz and Ryan. I can't remember the other one's name, but I know, like I said,
you remember them because you were annoyed at them, probably.
Yes, they were the most. Because the other one, you're just like indifferent towards. You're like, But yeah, there's like 2. There's 2 guys and Yaz. But yeah, it was just. They're bad. Like the season premiere, and it was like a 2-parter, and then I watched the 3rd episode. I don't remember them. All I remember was being completely annoyed the entire time, going, why? I was like, I already watched Batwoman.
They even had like a Trump stand-in in the one episode.
That was
with the spiders.
Arachnids in the UK.
Yeah.
It was arachnids
in the hotel.
UK. Yep. Yeah.
I won't even acknowledge Whitaker's material as Doctor Who.
The episode after that was the Rosa Parks episode, if I remember correctly. And it's just like, why? Why do you need to go back to this time? Like, it's a fixed point in time. Like, just let it be.
Pardon my choice of words, but they're preaching.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Gentlemen, like I said already, it's one of the things that drove me to found the company. It's just everything is a lesson. Everything is them preaching us. Everything is them lecturing us. It's Doctor Who. I don't know if you've watched the original series. I've been watching Doctor Who on and off, and God knows, Pete, you know how old. I've been watching Doctor Who for 37 years.
Okay.
I used to watch it with my father on PBS.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been watching it for a minute.
From the 4th Doctor, I think it was, from Tom Baker. I've been seeing the series. I'm a huge fan. Dad was, God rest him while he was alive. One of my sisters is. My wife is. Just, Doctor Who was a big, Doctor Who was a big thing. And it was great. It was always fun. It was always enjoyable. There were maybe there were lessons, yes, but it was never anything political, and it was always fun.
Yeah.
Jodie Whittaker. Yeah. I don't know anything about I don't know too much about the woman personally. I think she's a bitch, or at least she behaves like one. She has, on numerous occasions, like I use the expression, spat on the fans. That's not how you make money.
No.
What Kathleen Kennedy did to the Star Wars fans. You don't expect people to spend money on what you're selling them if you tell them, we don't need you, you're worthless, you're not my problem. It's like I said to Pete and to a number of other people, that the whole reason that Kennedy did what she did with Star Wars, or no, not that she did what she did, but the whole reason she thought she could get away with it was because she thinks the fans are stupid, and she thinks they'll just buy whatever we give them because it has Star Wars as a label on it.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, and a lot of fans looked at that and went, what the is this?
Yep.
I mean, Solo, I got told, don't. The sequel trilogy, I just couldn't.
And Solo? What's her name there? Dragon Lady, Miss Boring Ass from that other show, Game of Thrones. Kira.
Daenerys?
Yeah, Amelia Clark, whatever her name is. They talked about what the hell was she supposed to be doing. They were going to recast. What were they going to put her in?
She was going to be, what's her name in Aquaman, I thought.
Yeah, Mira. They were talking about recasting her as Mira. Yeah. Hang on one second. Let me acknowledge the chat. JM 2021. Hail to you, sir. He says Jody is bitchy. You're right. Jay Man, what's up, brother? How you doing, Jay? Thank you for joining us. Jay Man is
sir. You're very lucky if you have all of them.
He is.
I would love to.
A guest of the show on the Monday night show. He says I've seen and own every Doctor Who on DVD or Blu-ray. Timeless Child, really. Yeah, Timeless Child. I've watched probably 3-4 different reviews on that.
It's a farce.
Oh my God! Like, okay, so as somebody who has seen, what things like this, big assaults on the canon have done to Star Wars, other IPs along the line, like Marvel, for example, like Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel tried to retcon Captain America, the first Avenger. The sequel trilogy tried to basically retcon a lot of the OT stuff. Turn Han Solo from this, cool cat into a deadbeat dad. They turned Lando Calrissian from a icon of like being just basically Lando was a pimp. He was a space pimp. They turned him into a pansexual droid banging like weirdo. And now he's the face of the Pride Month. And I have no issue. Please don't mistake this. I have no issue with gay, bisexual, anything like. I don't care. I truly don't. Transgender, I don't care. I really do not care. But don't.
Their sexuality is not our problem.
That's it. It's the people that want to virtue signal about it are the ones that ruin it for everybody else. You guys are fine. I have friends that are gay. One of my best friends is gay and happens to be a conservative dude. Super, and I've known this kid for 20-some years. He's like a couple years younger than me. Super nice cat. I know a lot of people that are from the alphabet type community. They laugh at that term. Most of them don't care. But I don't need false representation for the sake of performative virtue signaling in my entertainment, because that's all it is. I don't need posturing on Twitter calling me a bigot because I dissect a TV show where they want to act like 90% of the women in Gotham are just
The lesbian!
I don't. It doesn't work like that. So the lesbian population in Gotham is like 90%. The birth rate is like 0.2. I mean, is that how that? I don't know. Is it all in vitro? But seriously, it's a joke. Like the way they treat entertainment now, and you guys, pretty much everybody's hit the nail on the head with this.
The moral I'm taking from all this is that Disney thinks gay people fuck appliances.
Well, that's what they're doing. Look at it's like he's pansexual. He has sex with a droid. It's like,
no.
Can we not? Can we please? Can we just not? Like what?
They're taking. Okay. I feel like to each their own. Live and let live. I'm not judging anybody.
No.
But it feels like there's this push to take gay people and lump them in with a bunch of sexual deviants.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry, but okay, Lando's pansexual and he's out there doing whatever he's doing with his robot, and that's fine, but what does that have to do with him being attracted to the same sex?
Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with it.
Because that's what Pride Month is, right? What's that?
I said, why should who Lando was attracted to be like a serious thing to me?
Exactly. So it's like it's not even a part of the story. It's not a necessary part of the story.
No.
And it's sending a convoluted message. What am I supposed to take from that? Because I love learning. I love reading and getting a moral from the story and lessons and things to think about. And you're kind of touching on that earlier. They don't provide that now, or they beat you over the head with a lecture. And I'm just, what am I supposed to take from this? What are you lecturing at me? Like,
and something I will note I heard today. We have something now, people saying that Han Solo was not a real smuggler. And also, was Luke really the chosen one? Enough with attacking our established heroes. Enough with attacking our childhoods and our legends. If you want to do this, then you know something? Give us something new. Stop playing games with our heroes. I mean, it's wrong. Why do they have to?
Because we used to say, what are these people going to do when they get out of the college classroom and get into the real world? Well, they turn the real world into a college classroom.
Yep. I'm hearing this term thrown around again, like talking about like this whole that piece of shit podcast, that Rewriting Ripley. All right, that garbage tier that's run by weird ass Raylos. That's who runs that.
Yeah.
They're fucking Raylos. Raylos are the weirdest people on the damn planet next to furries. I don't make a habit of kink shaming because I'm into some weird shit myself, but I'm not a furry, and I'm damn sure not a Raylo. I don't want to see some orphan girl get tagged by a mass murdering genocidal nutcase who, as Tony so eloquently put it, looks like Keanu Reeves fucked a potato.
And I don't want to know where Adam Driver lives.
Not an image I needed. Not an image I needed.
I mean, it is. It's pathetic. That's Hang on, my dog.
He still had Han Solo's blood under his fingernails, and they're like, well, they should hook up. It's like, yeah, well, you have daddy issues, so go get cognitive behavioral therapy, go see a counselor, work through that shit, and stop, watching Ted Bundy documentaries on Netflix. There we go.
Now you said daddy issues. Now,
okay, now to be fair.
To be fair.
Daddy issues. Cuts that go the right direction on the forearms, and what was it? The manic panic hair dye. That's like the holy trinity of insanity right there. I mean, it's. Before I got married, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to turn one down. If I met a girl and I'm like, well, you have daddy issues. Let me see your forearms. Which direction do the cuts go? Oh yeah, I'm taking you home. I'm taking you home.
The crazy hot matrix.
Yeah, that was it. And most of the time they're like, let me see your abs. I don't care about your wallet. I'm like, all right, we're not going to see each other after tomorrow anyway. Fuck it. Yeah, it was a big shout out to Sal for the manic panic hair tie the other night. That was fucking great. But yeah, no, that these people do, like, these are the ones that are running this thing, and they're talking about, the fandom has to be a safe space, and people who don't like the sequel trilogy, it's like violence against them. It's like, how mentally unhinged are you on a scale of 1 to, say,
Seriously?
Amber Heard? Are you going to try to cut my finger off? Are you going to shit on my bed? What are we looking at here? Because I can do without a pinky finger, but I don't want you to shit on a California king. All right, honey? Not what I'm looking for here. I mean, it's just these people are just, they're like, how do you function in real society with, when you're that worried about a stranger's opinion of a movie on the internet?
Can we at least see Lando fuck The Rock?
No, thank you.
Isn't that
I think you can get his minerals from a vitamin. Anyway.
Isn't that the Matthew McConaughey stand-ins, like Lover or some shit? I don't know.
I just want to see him out there with a little chisel, like smacking away at Geode as he navigates the ship, and
Look,
they're
guys,
all
when I think about
alone.
it, the best way I can think of to put what's happening is this: when did making entertainment stop being about making a profit?
2016, 2015, around there.
Yep.
I mean, it was
Seriously. I mean,
yeah.
look at all that has come out in the last 6-7 years. How many gender swaps? How many race bent roles? How many like reimaginings, female centric reimaginings? Look at was it Ocean's 8? Was that what that movie was called? With
I think so.
With Anne Hath No Brain and the rest of them.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, so. That movie was. I mean, you had some good actresses in that movie. Some actresses that have been in other movies that I'm like, it's a good movie, but you took Oceans and you tried to gender swap it, and it didn't work out. Come here.
Hey, I can say that in one word. Actually 2 words rather. Ghostbusters 2016. Hello, little guy.
Here, meet champ.
I'm not going to bed yet.
Oh, you're not? You just want to say hi? Say hi to Tony.
It's 7:51.
Okay. Say hi to Tony.
Hi, Tony.
Say hi to
What's
Alan.
up, Trey?
Hi, Alan.
And say hi to Drake.
Hey, kid.
Hi, Draven.
Hey, little guy.
Say hail to chat.
Guys, there are videos up on Doomscour Studios as well. As I said in one of them, when did our entertainment comes out?
I'll see you later.
Wait.
Just
what?
Wait.
What?
I mean, that Ghostbusters movie could have made them a lot of money,
Wait.
Don't do it.
and it turned into garbage.
Wait, what's it?
What?
I mean, we had what was supposed to be Janine in there,
Mm.
and it was a man. Basically, from what I remember, the character was basically a model, and he was an idiot.
What?
Diarrhea.
Janine from Ghostbusters is a great character.
All right, you're fired.
Janine had a mouth on her.
Diarrhea.
She was.
Diarrhea.
Janine was a bit of a bitch. She was a great character.
Mm-hmm.
This now is just not worth it. Or that now is not worth it in 16. I'm looking forward to seeing the new movie that's coming out now because I know that some of the original folk are still involved. And I think maybe we've got a chance of something better here. The problem is, okay, I understand wanting to remake old stuff, but don't just take old stuff, take established characters and turn them into something else for the sake of being able to pat yourself on the back and show everyone how intelligent and enlightened you are.
Yeah.
No fun in that, and there's no money to be made from it.
Dude, you're absolutely right. I'm scrolling through the comments here. Yes, little mini Metep will be king one day. Trust me. He'll rule with an iron fist too, in a pocket full of as he calls it, redstone dust because he loves Minecraft.
And then we're coming for you, Preston Plays.
Look at. Small Time says you talk about Ghostbusters 2016 and the kid says diarrhea. Smart kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I said, Janine was one of the best characters in Ghostbusters, and the quote unquote Janine they had in that movie was a joke.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, and I'm gonna say this as somebody who does not like Thor Ragnarok that much. Chris Hemsworth is hilarious. He really is. Hemsworth is funny. I really like him. I never watched the new Men in Black movie because I don't need to. That series ended in like the early aughts.
They had Liam Neeson in it, and they didn't even use him much.
No, I'm good with that.
I almost forgot about that movie.
Well, yeah, the Men in Black International, right?
Like I don't
it was
even
such an
see it on
afterthought.
TV or anything. Yeah.
But to round it back to like you were talking about Ghostbusters. Yeah, that whole dance sequence at the end of the 2016 one, like the main villain was just like
there was a dance sequence at the end of that.
Well, yeah, the ghost possessed the entire like army and police department. They had a synchronized dance number in the.
I'm grateful I've never seen that.
Oh yeah,
blind.
I've watched it.
It's bad.
I've watched it.
I've been rendered blind.
I've seen it twice.
I'm sorry.
Well, the first time I was curious. The second time I was just really stoned and was too lazy to change the channel. And I'm just like, I'm gonna fall asleep anyway. And oh god, it almost ruined my buzz. It was that bad. It was that bad of a movie. It's terrible. It is. There's really nothing redeeming about it. I thought it was a female Ghostbusters movie, which kind of made me wonder why Craig Robinson was playing one of the Ghostbusters. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
The villain is
the
villain is basically the fans in that movie.
Yes, that's what it is. It's like, did you like the original Ghostbusters? You're a villain.
Yep.
You're a villain. You're a villain. Because if you don't like this movie, you're such a sexist, misogynist pig. Like, no, I'm a fan of comedy. Okay, I enjoy movies that can make me laugh, but yet don't make me feel like my brain has melted. You know what I mean? That was, that movie is just, it's trash. Like you had the one kid, he played Gabe on The Office at the very beginning. He took the place of like the librarian in the original Ghostbusters. You know, the apparition was in the basement. Well, he was the one. He was given the tour of the house, and he got killed in the beginning. But they killed him because it's like, how dare he be a white male in this movie? It's like Bill Murray's character. They made him commit suicide, basically.
What?
Oh, yeah. Bill Murray's character jumped out of a fucking window. He was a non-believer, so, he got killed.
That's just... Never.
Aykroyd was not in it. He did press for it, though, which was probably under duress.
Probably paid him a lot of money for it, too, though.
And Ernie Hudson played... What's her name?
The dad of
or was he uncle or dad to Craig Robinson?
Yeah.
I mean Leslie Jones. I'm
Leslie
sorry,
Jones,
I get him confused. The mustache throws me off every time.
She's in Coming to America, the sequel too.
I shan't be watching that. That
don't
doesn't
watch
exist.
it because it was
Doesn't
bad.
exist. Doesn't exist. They turn Eddie Murphy into a deadbeat dad in that. It's like,
I heard it was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I watched, was it Jane Theory reviewed that, and she was like, this is garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and then I've heard ensuing reviews.
Right off the bat, it's PG-13. Right there is a clue.
Hey,
Look,
Daisy,
90% was
take
coming out
care,
of Hollywood
Daisy
these
Divine.
days.
Have a
It's
great
garbage.
night. Thank you for joining us, Daisy. Have a great evening.
Have a good night, Daisy.
No, yeah. There's just these. Okay, so Coming to America came out was like 89, 88 around.
The original
there.
Coming to America is a classic.
I own that. I love that movie. One of my favorite scenes is the barbershop scene, and of course they try to milk that for nostalgia in the new one.
Yep.
But that's the thing, is like Eddie Murphy's still like, he's a brilliant actor. He is. He's
the sexual chocolate comes back too later.
Oh, Randy Watson.
Yeah.
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate. Oh yeah,
Yep.
that was one of my favorite. Dude, as a kid, like that cracked me up.
Him and the Reverend.
And the soul glow, like oh shit, dude. So let your soul glow. I didn't understand the difference between black people's and white people's hair when I was a little kid. And I was like, how can I do my hair like that? My mom's like, you can't. And I'm like, why? She goes, well, she goes, you don't have that kind of hair. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Trying to explain. My dad is cracking up, like trying to explain this to me. I did kind of have like a mini Kid and Play, the flat top thing. I had that going in like what?
I can see that.
I had that going in 5th grade.
As I've said many times, it's much easier to have no hair.
Oh hell! Actually, this year, this June will be the 20th anniversary of All It Is. So yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years now, and I wasn't even bald then. It was just like we got drunk, and I was like, I'm gonna shave my head. We were going to the bar, and my buddy's like, "What?" I'm like, it'll be fine here. Just take the clippers and shave it." Shaved it off, and I'm like, I was like, after I get a little sun on this, it'll look good. And yeah, man, I've grown it back like once or twice since then. But like in 2008, it was when I first started staying home with my son. I just got really lazy for a year and didn't shave my beard or my hair. And I looked like an out-of-work porn star after I shaved the beard down and just had the goatee, but I still had the hair because I just used to slick it back every day. I just take some, pomade and throw it in there and just be like, slick it back. And that's if I didn't just throw a bandana underneath it and pull it back or a hat. But yeah, my wife was like, if you don't shave that off, she goes, I'm going to shave my fucking head. I'm like,
oh God,
I'll shave it. I'll shave it. I'm like, I ain't trying to. I was like, unless you look like Demi Moore and G.I. Jane, don't even try to do that, girl. Don't even try it.
Hey, last week I hadn't gotten to Annie hadn't been able to help me take care of this, and I walked into the school, and a couple of kids were looking at me like, "Who is that?" They didn't recognize me because I had hair.
Mine is just like I get in the shower and it's like throw the shaving cream on, just bat, and I'm done. It's like second nature now, man. It's a habit now. It's easy. Speaking, hey, Phoenix Animation, what's up, brother? How you doing, my man? Thank you. Check out Phoenix Animation on Indiegogo, Reclaiming Zendara. Zendara. Check that out on Indiegogo. Also, like I said, man, Vinny Art, Vinny Tartamella, Shadow of the Kraken. We got Red Gaze with Sun Sworn. He'll be opening that campaign back up. What do you say, Draven, in a couple weeks, I think it is?
I think so, yeah.
Who else? Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations to Jeff Hicks. They hit their goal on stealing Solo with that variant cover.
Oh, nice.
Painted by Anna, that Star Wars girl. They hit it during the podcast last night. So congratulations to Jeff.
That's awesome.
Yep. And absolutely, and Nerium Nawa Bonds the Drive. If you're a fan of werewolves, and she does that beautiful black and white art too. Yeah, that like I said, man, being a fan of the Walking Dead comic books, seeing that black and white it was cool, and her art is on point.
Yeah, it looks good.
Wait, I want to answer this question here from Jam 2021. He says, "Hear about the podcast Followers of the Force." I have not. I have not. I'll check. Is it on? Are they on YouTube at all? Do they have a channel? He says, oh yeah, okay. So they recently did a video about what we're complaining about, Star Wars and Captain Marvel, and they go out of their way to defend it. Oh, oh my! I'll look into that. I'll check them out. I'll check them out. I do that George Takei a little too well. Anyway,
if I can ask one question, Jay, do you have any idea what they were smoking? Be hallucinating that way?
Might have been one of these. I don't know.
You never can tell these days.
That is such a good. That just you say whenever somebody says you never can tell, all I think of is Pulp Fiction and Uma Thurman and Travolta dancing in the diner.
Could that get made now? I wonder.
No, I don't think Pulp Fiction could get made. You know, I don't even think they could. When did Django come out? When did Django come out?
That's a good question.
When did that one come out? I'm gonna look that up. Let's see.
There's so many movies you couldn't make now.
What about we've talked about Blazing Saddles?
The sheriff is a.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. They couldn't do it. Django came out in 2012. I don't think you could make they would get away with that now. I just God.
You also couldn't make the producers.
Oh God, Nathan Lane and no.
Somebody start singing "Springtime for Hitler," they'd throw a fit. Or Airplane.
Airplane. Just the scene where they're all
the hand jive.
Oh God, yeah. Wasn't that the lady from what was that? Florence? Was that Florence Henderson?
The line is, quote, "Stewardess, I speak jive."
Yep.
From an elderly woman.
I just got that. What about one I actually just bought? The toy. Remember the toy?
I don't think I've actually seen it.
You've never seen it? Allan, have you?
What?
Have you ever seen the toy with Richard Pryor, Jackie Gleason?
Yes.
What about you, Tony? Have you seen that one?
No.
You couldn't make that now.
Okay, so not only does a rich Southern businessman rent a black man for his son to play with for the weekend, but there is all sorts of like Confederate imagery, references to the Klan.
No, I have seen
Wow.
that.
Murphy used that movie to make fun of the KKK every which direction.
Yep.
It's very funny.
Oh, it is. They shred the. It's not like they're supporting the Klan. No, they rip
They
them.
shred racism in that movie.
Yep. It is. It's a good. It really is honestly like a good movie. And it was like that was Pryor had a big hand in. I want to say he wrote some of that. I can't remember. But it is a good movie. It really is. But yeah, the blue check marks on Twitter. Like I'm just waiting for them to discover that little gem.
Hey, I just thought of one other you couldn't make. You couldn't make The Last Dragon now.
Oh no. Dude, no.
You could never make The Last Dragon now.
No, these people would not. They wouldn't take it. It wouldn't work. Speaking of things that don't work, has anybody? I know Tony did. I don't know if Allan and Draven, if you guys have watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yep.
No.
I watched it right before the show.
No.
It's this past episode.
Yeah.
It was racist against Hydra.
Oh, I don't. I like John Walker almost more than me and Tony were talking about this morning. Yeah. I like John Walker almost more than I like Chris Evans as Captain America now.
Yeah.
Because Walker's not a super soldier. He's just a guy who is like a legit hero. There's like, yeah, have you ever Sam, have you ever jumped on a grenade? He's like, yeah, 4 times. He's like, just something I had to do because I had my helmet. It was specially made for that, and he's talking all, and it's like, you kind of get a little bit of dickish from him, attitude at the end. But I was like, I like this guy. I really do. And it's like, they tried to paint it before like he was some kind of like white supremacist. I'm like, his best friend is black. his girlfriend is like a mixed ethnicity, of white and black. I'm like, how are they trying to paint this guy as like a racist character? I'm like, I didn't.
Because they say he is.
I get
concerned he is.
I get where Sam's coming from too. He thought he was donating that to the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, John's trying to be nice. Like, look, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm trying. I think it would be easier, if we were on the same page.
Yeah.
If maybe you guys were my wingman. Falcon's like, see that last line? Like, well, you had the opportunity and you gave it away like Spider-Man's glasses. So that's what happens when you give it away. And I'm sorry, if you trusted the government, the same government that you were on the run from for 2 years because of the Sokovia Accords, then that's on you.
Yeah.
Look, gentlemen, pardon me. I can put it in 4 words as to what's happened with television in the last 40 years. All in the family.
Oh, God.
Because what would the reaction be if you put that on the air now? The whole point behind making that show was to discuss racism, was to say that racism was wrong, was to whatever. If you put that show on now, the people in question would be screaming at the top of their lungs about the racism, the sexism, the homophobia. The whole point behind that series was to discuss that, was to say, people can't do this. But they didn't lecture us with it. It was subtle. It was, God knows, I'm not a fan of Archie Bunker. But back then, television was worth watching.
Well, shit, that was, that, like shows like that, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
God, I grew up watching, that Sanford and Son, man. You knew that music as a little kid. I'd start dancing. I love that show. I used to watch All in the Family, and, it was syndication. I used to watch with my mom. But like I talk about even shows like look at like Dallas. 13 seasons they squeezed out of that. I mean, I own a couple seasons of that show. It is one of my. I watched that with Grandma, saying Grandma used to make me chicken and dumplings. Dallas would come on, she'd be like, Petey, go out to the fridge. And we had this old now this is in like the mid to late 80s. We had this old like ice box style refrigerator on our back porch, and it had little crispers in the bottom of it. And behind the vegetables, my grandma would stick her 6-pack of Miller High Life. She'd stick a 6-pack of Miller High Life, go out and get Grandma one of the gold
When she was
cans.
watching Dallas?
Yep. And I'd come in there, and she wasn't supposed to drink. And I'd bring her a beer in, and she'd crack the can open. She'd take a sip of this. I took a sip, and she goes, now you can't tell on Grandma. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, Grandma was fucking shady.
That's awesome.
Like, shit. Grandma was shady, but yeah, man. But no, I'll never forget that. And I was like 7 years old. Just take a sip.
Go Ren and Stimpy. I guess we'll never know. Hey.
That's like my mom lying on Facebook.
Oh yeah, killing mentioned Married with Children.
Oh yeah, Married.
You couldn't do Al Bundy these days.
Yeah, the He-Man Woman Haters Club. It would be now it would be the She-Man White Male Cis Het Haters Club or something like that.
And cartoons, you can never do like He-Man now.
Oh God, no, that's toxic masculinity. Even though He-Man,
aren't they redoing it?
So they had a He-Man movie, and Midnight's Edge has done a ton of coverage on this. They had a He-Man movie in production, and Noah Centineo was supposed to play He-Man. Noah Centineo is like pretty much the epitome of like a soy boy. He looks like Mark Ruffalo, fucked Mark Ruffalo, and had a mini Mark Ruffalo. And that's basically what Noah Centineo reminded me of. Wow. He was in Charlie's Angels. He played an ineffectual white male scientist.
I didn't see that.
Who had to be saved. I unfortunately was there in the theater opening night with there was 5 of us and 3 men, 2 women. That was it. I was talking to some women in line on the way in and just struck up a conversation because I was like, I ordered my tickets and I said Charlie's Angels, and they're like, Charlie's Angels. They're like, oh, is you and your wife going to see it? I'm like, no, my wife didn't want to go see it. She said it looked like trash. They're like, why are you going to see it? I'm like, I review bad movies and TV shows. They laugh. They're like, I was like, you two aren't going to see it? They're like, no, we're going to see what was that car movie with Christian Bale? The race movie. About
Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari. That's what they were going to see. I'm like,
that movie is great.
Yeah, I'm like, boy, my fucking masculinity just got checked. But wait, Glisner says the Washington Redskins hat. How dare you? Oh wait, it's a Washington football team now. That's okay. I get a lot of compliments on this. I don't know what it is. I'm not even I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm not a Redskins fan. But no, really. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier. No, I think we've only got 4 episodes left of this show, and okay, so we have Bucky get beat up by the girl from Soilo, who is the leader of like the scavengers. And Tony, you've never seen it, right?
I've seen Solo.
What, Solo?
Solo.
I've seen Solo.
Oh, okay, you did watch it. All right.
Yeah.
So you know the mixed ginger freckle girl at the end. That's she's like the villain. And
I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah.
Who do you think sent her the text message?
Zemo, maybe?
I'm thinking it was John Walker or maybe General Ross.
I was going to say Ross because I think this is going to lead into the Thunderbolts.
Because they might be working for Ross.
That's kind of what... Because Ross hates the Avengers. Ross hates the Avengers. You know, let's be honest. And they've got to do something with him now before he dies. You know, so they're gonna do they've been talking about the Red Hulk for like years. What Jamie E say? My computer is being an ass. Well,
I feel your pain.
Is it a nice ass at least? I mean,
given what they've been doing to Marvel in general, I don't want to see what they do with the Red Hulk.
It's kind of terrifying.
Considering, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, Jamie, would it look good in some leggings with a Place to Be Reviews logo in the center of its ass? Would it look good? Just let me know in the chat. Just let me know. It'll look good. We'll make that happen.
What did you guys... Sorry.
I'm fucking terrible. I'm sorry.
The show is already centered around race, and they basically set that up in the last episode with the bank scene. And they just double down on the whole shtick this entire episode. Like, when they go to see...
30 years.
What was his name? Elijah.
Elijah
they go to,
Elias, yeah.
Yeah, then they go to see him, and then they come out, and the cops, like, just out of nowhere. No provocation or anything. It's like, really? What the hell?
Yeah. He doesn't tell you. He doesn't tell you we burnt down a Wendy's before they sent him to jail for 30 years.
He was at CVS. No, that was the thing that got me too. And it's like, yeah, they have the black super soldier didn't get credit. And of course, he's like, yeah, Buck, yeah, whooped your ass. You know, it's like, of course he beat Bucky's ass, just like the little girl beat Bucky's ass. You know, I'm like, Bucky's a fucking this dude is like an assassin. I'm like, where did this girl get her super soldier? Is she even fucking trained, or did she just take serum? You know? I'm like, I don't care that it's a girl. What I care about is like, we have no context with this character. Like, we've seen Bucky take out an entire flight deck of fucking airplanes, shield pilots, soldiers. He's murdered fucking, all these special agents. And you're telling me that some fucking untrained little fucking revolutionary, just because she's I'm like, come
not
on.
Even just her, like the soldiers in general, like
all of them.
They're on top of the 2 trucks, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to Bucky? He used to be a badass.
Yeah, now he's a bitch just because
I was like, what did he do?
He's a baby
forget his training? Yeah. Like, did he forget his training or some shit? Like, what happened?
That would have been all well and good if they hadn't started out the last episode with a flashback sequence of him killing like 6 agents and then taking out a civilian just because he was there.
Yeah.
Just because. But now this motherfucker can't handle some just jack-off terrorists? Like,
Told you I don't like good guy Bucky. He's like when you unlock Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 3. They just completely nerf him.
Oh, did you hear about that garbage with Mortal Kombat? That just reminded me. This whole thing with Johnny Cage.
Oh, yeah. How they can't.
He's
have
too
him
white
in the
for
game.
Mortal Kombat.
They don't want a white hero. They don't want a white hero. And Liu Kang was always like the main,
The chosen one, yeah.
the main chosen one. But Johnny Cage was like a main character too.
Johnny Cage was the hero in I want to say 10, MK10.
I see.
So that's
he's
he's the hero and the basically the new games basically changed the timeline, and Liu Kang is no longer the hero. Johnny Cage is the new hero, and basically Johnny Cage became the chosen one, and that's what they use in 10. I haven't played 11, but in 10 he's the chosen one, and basically his daughter ends up saving the world and shit. But yeah, problematic because he's white. So
they did that, and then they end up screaming about racism.
What's that?
I said, so they did that, and then they end up screaming about racism.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing I have to say to that is this: just no.
Yep.
That they don't know how to do that though. They don't know how to do that. I mean, it's just what's up, my sketchbook 340? How you doing, brother? Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
They don't know how to tell a story.
No, there is no storytelling. See, the chosen one always makes me wonder if his name was foretold in the prophecy.
Well, in 11, you find out that there's a lady that like can manipulate time, and she's basically been changing things throughout time to suit her needs and purposes. So
MacGuffin. Okay.
Pretty much.
Well, I wonder if it's like as long as it's not a MacGuffin like Rise of Skywalker, where you had two identical McMuffins.
And they even wokeified Mortal Kombat 11 with Sindel, where she's basically the one pulling the strings with Shao Kahn, and Shao Kahn's not actually like the big badass that we've been led to believe.
That's stupid.
This all makes me glad I haven't bought a new video game system that has modern games. I mean, I have two NES classics, but my newest system would be a PlayStation 2. And the kids at school were making fun of me. They were kind of teasing me. They were like, "Do you play GTA?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, so I play San Andreas and Vice City."
Oh
yep.
Yeah.
Oh God, dude.
Vice City is my jam. I
don't even do any missions in Vice City. I just murder people.
Fuck shit up.
I just murder people, spawn cars, and blow shit up. That is like all I do.
Yep.
My son came in the other day when I was playing. He goes, "What are you playing?" I have to turn it off real quick because you're not playing this game yet. Now, mind you, he's in kindergarten, and one of the other moms at the school I work with, she was like talking about her son playing because she's a gamer. She's like 34, and she was talking about playing games. And she's like, "Yeah, I let my son play GTA 5. I'm like,
Jesus.
What?
He is 5 fucking years old. I'm like, no.
Don't let a 5-year-old play Grand Theft Auto.
Like I said, if mine is in the room, like he was playing in his bedroom, for a couple hours every day, and I was like, I'm gonna sit down and play this game and yeah, he'd come out and I turned it off. I'm like, I'm not playing this around you.
The way things are going, he's going to have to learn how to catch a hooker on fire and take her money.
That's
while yelling diarrhea, cha cha cha.
That's my kid. Let's see. Wait, my sketchbook 340 says Cage was made the hero because the game was supposed to be a JCVD game, but he backed out at the last minute. Cage was JCVD character. Oh, Van Damme.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know he was supposed to be in it originally. What the hell was the guy's name that played him? Who was it? I'm going to look that up. I can't remember his name. I know
he's the guy who is in Teen Wolf who played him in the first movie. He's Styles' dad from Teen Wolf. Forget his name, though. Which, if you haven't seen Teen Wolf, is actually pretty good.
I haven't. Let's see. Wait, is that?
I'm like, because I've only seen the original Teen Wolf. It took me a minute to realize you're talking about the series.
Yeah, the MTV series.
I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, how is he
shittily.
anyone's dad? Like back in the early 80s.
Yeah, it ended shittily. Just because they did like a time jump thing, and every time a show does a time jump, it kind of like takes you out of it. At least for me.
Yep.
Just to jump to the left. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, it was Daniel Pesina.
Avengers handled it okay because they're slowly going back and showing you things that happened during the blip, and like their 5-year gap seemed okay, but I know what you mean as far as like TV shows and certain things. They do that gap, and it kind of
yeah. And like they just wrap everything up like in this not so great bow at the end.
Yeah,
but things are still open ended. Like if they ever wanted to go back to the show, they could potentially go back to it. But
yeah, see, I've never seen the show, the Teen Wolf show. I'd never watched it. Like I said, I heard of it, and I was just like.
And that's where the guy who plays Superman now in the CW, he's
Tyler
from that too.
Hicklin.
Yeah, he plays the Alpha at first. The guy that turned, I believe he's the one that turned, what's his name, into the wolf in the beginning.
See, my Teen Wolf is Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, that's mine too.
I can't.
And I was like, oh, I don't know about this, but I was like, I love Teen Wolf, so I'm like, yeah, I'll watch this, see how it is. And the first season's kind of pretty close to like the original to some degree, and then they start becoming it becomes its own thing after that.
Gas prices were lower. Michael J. Fox was Teen Wolf.
Surfing on the top of vans.
That was like the best. That and his buddy had the shirt that said, "What are you looking at, Dick Nose?" All I can think of is J.J. Abrams.
Mm-hmm. I even like the second Teen Wolf with Jason Bateman. That wasn't that bad either.
Dude, Jason Bateman is such an underrated Ozark. Okay, if you've never seen Ozark, it's a show you need to watch. It's fucking great. Oh shit, what's up? We got Parrot Head. What's up, Parrot Head? Vinny Art. What's up, Vinny?
Hey, Vinny.
Yeah, Jamie. Sorry, I sent that last DM. I wasn't done typing. I accidentally hit send because I have these stupid fat thumbs, and so yeah, it's a half a message. I apologize. But you're welcome. We're almost over our runtime now. But let me give those of you who are just joining us in the chat right now, we're gonna run for about another 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. I have another stream at 9. This is the last episode of Fandom Menace Friday Night Live for the foreseeable future. I am going to leave my Friday night schedule open from here on out. We'll still be doing Monday Night Going in Raw on Mondays at 8:30 Eastern on the channel right here. Red Gaze is now a permanent member of the panel on Monday nights. I will still be on TR4. I believe we're moving that, but for right now, we're on Enter the Unfamiliars channel. He's over 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, brother. Wednesday nights, I will be on Going Rogue right here at 8:30 Eastern. Monday night, joining Tony Red Gaze and I is the Supreme Heretic. Drew will be making his debut here on the channel.
Nice.
Thursday, we will have the morning show, Mornings with the Place to Be reviews. I will be doing that either solo or with a guest. And Friday nights, I'm taking the weekends. I'm not going to take the weekends off though. I will be working on content for you guys. I've got a lot planned. We've got the I Love the 80s series. We're going to do a panel version of review the show V, the original 80s miniseries.
Oh god,
V.
that thing was disturbing.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I'm not saying it wasn't, but it was just...
I love it.
Never seen it.
I love it. Oh, wait. My
it was
sketchbook.
good, man, but if you're a kid watching that, it's a little...
Mm-hmm.
That's right, my sketchbook. This is my no PC hat. But we have that coming out. I'm going to be reviewing Galaxy High School, the 1986 cartoon that Don Felder, Don Felder of Heavy Metal fame, did the music for that show. Believe it or not. So I'll be reviewing that. That is one of my favorite cartoons, off the wall cartoons. I'll be reviewing that. You're going to be getting a video every day. You'll be getting a short countdown or my top 10 or top 5 lists daily. You'll still be getting your Batwoman reviews. There's still gonna be content. We're just switching some things up. That's all. Just changing with the time. Bumping my pop filter. Talking with my hands like Ricky Bobby. I don't know what to do with my hands. Speaking of Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights, one of the child actors from that movie actually passed away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one that was like, I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew, Chip. He was like in his late 20s and he passed away.
Yeah, took his life.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he did. He
Yeah.
single gunshot wound. It was
That's
tragic.
terrible.
Fucking
Oh,
tragic.
I had to put it out there so it would ruin Talladega Nights for everyone when they go back and watch.
Thanks. I own that movie now. I
love
fucking
Talladega
cry
Nights.
every time I watch it. I love
It's gonna
that
be
movie.
like when Wanda saw Vision.
Yeah. Oh, my sketchbook says, "Man, you're brave watching that much better." Bro, look, go on. I would say, you know what? You know, I need 403 subs to hit that 1,000 mark. I'm not worried about watch hours. We're over 5,000 watch hours. We're good. Or else I would say go watch my my Batwoman playlist. There's 52 videos. Okay, this is me. I'm predominantly like a Star Wars and Marvel channel. All right, I've got 47 Star Wars videos and 52 goddamn Batwoman videos. There is a fundamental problem here. I have Stockholm syndrome. I have Stockholm syndrome. I'm a
Yeah, why are
captive
you
of the show.
torturing yourself?
By the end of the season, you're gonna love it.
You know what? That's the thing is like I've seen Ruby Rose naked. She's hot. She's got a hot little body, dude.
Yeah.
Javicia Leslie, absolutely. And I
Doesn't
can't.
matter what somebody looks like if the writing sucks.
That's it.
So-
And I've said this a million times. You can't outact the bad writing on this show. And you've got a showrunner in Caroline Dries who's a complete moron. She's a complete moron. SJW, just idiot. Your directors of that show, the people that write the episodes, they're clueless. They're not writers. They're activists. Okay? So the only person on that show, because the writers make her extra, is Alice. Rachel Scarston, who was originally in she was actually in the 2002 Birds of Prey show. She's the only one on that show who really shines because her character's nuts, and Rachel Scarston plays her like.
I heard the old Birds of Prey show is actually not bad.
Dude, it had a great cast. It wasn't bad. I remember watching a couple episodes of it. Only did one season, I think. But it's not bad. Plus, Dina Meyer's in it. That's all you really need is Dina Meyer. Yeah, but Shamar Moore also. There's some good actors and actresses in that show. It was good. But yeah, they did that show did the Birds of Prey better than the Kathy Ann movie did. And Jamie East says no, you can't undo bad writing. No, like I said, Rachel Scarston is just she chews the scenery. That's why her performance really shines. And Dougray Scott, Mr. I was supposed to be Wolverine, he basically looks like he's supposed to just like I said, I think he just wants. I don't even want to make this joke now after after the kid from Talladega Nights, but Dougray Scott looks like he wants to off himself half the time. Like he's like, Jesus, I'm on Batwoman. Look at how Hugh Jackman did his Wolverine. What the fuck is wrong with me? Like, how did I get here? Like, there's a scene where he's sitting in his office drinking, and I'm like, he's actually drinking. I mean, he's like, Jesus, I'm on Batwoman. Fuck this. Wait, M. Dastardly, he says, did you see the Suicide Squad trailer? I did not. I did.
It doesn't look bad, but
you know what?
I didn't see it.
Let's do that.
Because I don't really care.
it looks pretty good. But like we said already, the writing, you don't know.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the trailer. All right. We'll do it. We'll watch it. We'll watch it. No, this is not the tab I seek. Let's see here. You can't undo bad writing. Somebody tell that to Snyder. Oh, shots fired.
Damn.
Shots fired. Oh, the Snyder cut, like I said, it was good. It was a hell of a lot better than the first, the Justice League. Did it need to be 4 hours? I mean, to get over everything he wanted to get over, because Zack Snyder can't make a movie like a normal human being and, not include everything under the kitchen sink, but whatever. I mean, it was all right. I liked it. It was fine. Fleshed
How
out the
about let's not
characters.
say we did?
The Ripa cut was good. Did you watch Ripa's
I didn't.
history of the Justice League and his review on
I
It
need to
was
watch
pretty
that. I
good.
need to watch that. That man's the truth. I say.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Eric July is the fucking truth.
Oh yeah, he is.
All right, here we go. This is going to be another copyright claim. I said, fuck it, we might as well go balls to the wall on this one since it's the last episode. So here we go. Here's the Suicide Squad trailer. You guys, if you see anything you want me, just let me know and I'll pause it. Here we go.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head.
We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Colonel. These are dangerous people.
I've never wanted to see a movie so bad as this.
What are you guys doing? What?
We're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I can go back inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
Bull
I'm so
suck.
sorry. Harley Quinn.
Blood sport.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
It does look
You fail to
good.
follow my orders in any way,
I think
and I
it pisses me off. We're getting a third Harley Quinn movie, and we still haven't gotten Man of Steel 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true that. Is this Kick-Ass or Suicide Squad? I can't tell by the costumes.
I know.
And I hate that fucker, Pete Davidson, or whatever his name is.
I'm not a fan of him either.
Pete
Man
Davidson.
Shark, yeah.
That's Sylvester Stallone.
Where's Laughing Boy?
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We keep getting Harley, but no sign of Laughing Boy.
I hope so. Oh, for fuck's sake.
At least
guy
Harley
was-
looks like Harley in this.
Yeah.
You die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan? How the hell am I supposed to know? You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive. And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks. But this whole race was completely covered in that. If somebody said I'd eat
See, this
every
is why I don't
day,
watch trailers, because I did have some interest in this. Now I don't.
That's why madmen do what they do.
It's fucking stupid. Sorry.
No, it's fine because it looks like a James Gunn movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
This is what Marvel would do if they weren't bitches. I'm not saying it looks good.
I want to get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
They could have given him any other property. I don't know.
Oh my god, we've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
Was that a giant starfish? The fuck?
Yes.
It's like angels are splooching all over us.
Yep, that's definitely James Gunn humor right there, ladies and gents. Yeah, I just. What's up, Makini? How you doing? Since they're both horrible. Oh,
Hey, Makini.
here we go. Here we go. My sketchbook says this is talking about Justice League. He says they were both and Snyder Cut. They were both horrible. Plus Snyder didn't understand the characters. Yeah, I can get that. I do like his Batman. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. This is gonna be maybe an unpopular opinion. I'm not a huge fucking Christian Bale Batman fan. I'm not. I respect the 2 out of the 3 movies in that trilogy. The third one was The Dark Knight Rises. That one's shit. I don't like it. I don't like Tom Hardy as Bane in that. I like Tom Hardy more as fucking Venom than I do as Bane. And I love Venom. I fucking love Venom. I'm unashamed to say that too. I can't wait for the second one. Is that Starro? Okay, so my sketchbook knows the character. Star is that a legit name? I don't know. I'm not familiar with it. I like 19K Fox. What's up, brother? He says, nah, the Snyder Cut was dope. All right. Hey, I
enjoyed it.
I like I said, I didn't not enjoy it. Like I said, I mean, did I want it to be that long? No, but I mean, I
4
understand.
hours is a bit much.
It was, but you know what? It fleshed out Cyborg a lot nicer, or Cryborg. We got a proper Cryborg finally, which I didn't know he used to be like a main character, because I was like, why the fuck is he in? Like, why isn't Green Lantern or Martian
He's
Manhunter?
Part of the Justice League in New 52. Is when he starts being like a main
Okay.
Justice League member.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken from what Ripple was saying.
Cyborg was very minor years ago. That did change with New 52.
I always thought Cyborg is like a Teen Titans character. Like
He
I
was.
mean, yeah.
I think
I'm not even gonna lie. I still watch Teen Titans Go. I am literally a child.
I liked the Teen Titans Go movie. Sorry, not gonna. It's unpopular opinion, but I enjoyed it.
The movie.
Just because every time Deathstroke shows up, they're like, Deadpool.
That's funny. That's funny, man. No, I liked Cyborg better in the Snyder cut. Ezra Miller can still fuck off. I hate Ezra Miller. I've never liked Ezra Miller as Flash. I don't. I think Grant Gustin should be playing Flash in the DCEU. Let's see. Wait for it says 19 Fox says agree 4 hours is excessive. Should have been 2 parts. Vinny Art says Jim Lee and DC forced Cyborg into Justice League in the comics as well. Keely Chow says Cyborg was also a Justice League member in Justice League Doom. 19K Fox says Waffles. Nano Reaper. Wonder Woman is a garbage character. Oh man, you hit me in the hurt. You've hit me in the feels with that one. I like Wonder Woman in the Amazons. I really do. I think they could have got somebody a little more actually athletic looking than Gal Gadot to play. I love Gal Gadot. She's a beautiful woman. She's truly now a little bit tone deaf with the singing Imagine, which I hate that song last year, but I don't mind her as Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1984 is garbage. Glisner says Cyborg's a natural titan, a forced Justice League of America answer. Cyborg didn't fit in Justice League. Also wants so bad to do the crappy Injustice story because it's dark. Snyder is another Roundhead Johnson subverting expectations. Let's see. Captain Marvel is a garbage character. Yeah, well, anything after 2012, starting with Kelly Sue DeConnick, is garbage. Wonder Woman is the queen of retcon. Oof. We are. We're not Wonder Woman fans. Yeah, that was the thing. I would have rather seen I would have rather seen Jon Stewart's Green Lantern. We've had Hal Jordan with Ryan Reynolds. I would have liked seeing a Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Jon Stewart's a good character.
Yes, could have done that. Like I said, seeing what's his name, Harry Lennox, the actor that plays Martian Manhunter. I dig him on Blacklist.
I like him too.
That man's voice is it's so money. But yeah, I was so happy when he's playing Martian Manhunter. I was like, oh, nice.
It was originally supposed to be a lantern, though, I thought, at the end of the thing. Which doesn't make sense that the network is like, oh, don't do that, when they had on one of the flashbacks a lantern like there. So it's like that makes no sense. They're like, if they're so worried about people having a bad reception because of the shit Green Lantern movie we already got, then why even put a Green Lantern in the movie at all?
Dude, the Green Lantern scene in the beginning during the with Ares and all that was dope.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Dope. That was dope as fuck. He got his hand cut off and you saw his lantern ring laying there and shit.
Yeah.
That was John Walker's Hydra, says Tony. Damn you, Tony.
He is.
How dare you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
A certain Slayer can act her way out of a paper bag if she has a soap opera, win an Oscar, that performance. Let's see. Stewart bringing the Justice League together because he knew Darkseid would have been awesome. I wanted more Darkseid. I wanted more Darkseid in that movie. We didn't get nearly enough. I mean, but Steppenwolf looked a lot better. Steppenwolf definitely looked a lot better.
We'll never get to see him use the old ways.
We're not going to get to see any more of the Snyder. Now it's I mean, seriously, even the people that didn't like Zack Snyder's vision, this is the way I broke it down. I'm like, and I'm not signaling for Zack Snyder because I didn't pay for Justice League. I sailed the high seas and watched it. After what happened on Geeks and Gamers, nah. You to me, I'm like, I just think you showed your hand. You showed your hand. You're just one of them, and that's okay. If you're that, don't kayfabe us and act like you're not, and then come on and be like, That could have been handled better. Them guys whatever. That's their business. This is just my take on it. But I wasn't going to pay
I gotta
for
agree
it.
with my sketchbook.
What do you say? Darkseid was a punk in this. Plus, why was he brutish? Darkseid is regal and super arrogant. See, I don't know. I don't really know that much about the books.
Darkseid, Pete, is, I'll put it this way. You've seen the Superman animated series?
Some of it, yeah.
Did you see the episode where Dan Turpin dies?
I don't think so.
It's called Apocalypse Now. And in the episode, Darkseid is basically, he brings Superman back to Metropolis after he's practically killed him. And Dan Turpin, the detective, they're fighting back against Darkseid. And then his Darkseid's son, I believe his name is Orion, I can't remember for sure off the top of my head, shows up and puts an end to it. And when Darkseid is leaving, because he orders his forces to leave Earth, Dan Turpin is sitting there yelling at him, telling him, get out, go away. We beat you. And Darkseid looks at Superman and smiles and goes, but remember, victory has its price. And the Omega beams from Darkseid's eyes streak out past Superman, and Turpin is obliterated. And afterwards, you see the female detective, whose name I can't remember, in the hospital. She screams, Dan! And you see Superman going wild, destroying one of Darkseid's vehicles. And you end with Turpin's funeral. And the rabbi saying the prayers at the end. And Superman puts his hand down on his gravestone and says, I guess in the end, Earth didn't need a superhero. Just a brave one. Darkseid is a vicious... Darkseid's a terrible character. He's unbelievably arrogant. Like Sketchbook just said, he thinks he's a god. Mm-hmm. He's a vicious monster. But he's brilliantly intelligent. And I won't even call him a narcissist. Just Darkseid... As far as Darkseid is concerned, he cannot be beaten. As far as Darkseid is concerned, the universe is his. It just doesn't know it yet.
All right. Yeah, like I said, outside of the movie, I haven't seen much of the Superman cartoon, so yeah, I didn't. I didn't really have much context for him. Always, he looked good. I was like, okay. But man, this has been a blast. This has been a great episode. We still got 13 people in the chat. My sketchbook 340, Keely Chow, 19K Fox, Glinzer, Nano Reaper, Vinny Art, Jamie East. Let's see, Snoota Porpoise, Q Burr, Small Time, Machini 90, M Dastardly. Who else was here earlier? Geeky Pixie was here. Daisy Divine, Parrot Head. Thank you guys all, man. JM 2021, Phoenix Animation. Thank you guys. I do appreciate you all supporting the channel as much as you do. You guys are wonderful. Doing these Friday night shows has been an absolute blast. But I'll run through everything again. I'm going to give everybody their outro. I got another stream to cut to here. So yeah, let me go around. I'll toss it over to Allan first. Allan, go ahead and tell them where they can find you.
All right, folks. If you're looking for me, doomscholarstudios.com. Also, we have a group on MeWe. And believe me, we're looking for people to involve themselves. What we want to do, as I've said many times to many people, is make entertainment great again. We need something other than Hollywood. Mm-hmm. It's our money that pays for these things, and our money should be appreciated. And what we're getting to watch should be something we want to watch.
That's it, man. Thank you for joining us again, Allan.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Next, AngelousDraven.
Hey, I'm AngelousDraven, vampire of the Fandom Menace, one half of the Fallen Angels and part of the Gaming Lounge. Check me out over on my channel as I sink my teeth into gaming and entertainment. And yeah, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Dude, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm going to send it over to my co-host with the most, because this man has been killing it. Released a freaking video that was absolute money. And congratulations to you, sir, on cracking that 100 subscriber
Thank
mark.
you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check out why Lucasfilm continues to defeat the Fandom Menace. Is definitely made out of love. Not to toot my own horn, but I think it's a good video. I put a lot into it, so go check that out. Also, I've got my next video dropping tomorrow morning. Make sure to check that out. That's regarding Disney and Hollywood, and companies like Amazon and Netflix really going for the jugular of AMC and different theater companies, because let's just say it's now legal for them to own 100% of the film industry, from production down to the snacks you're eating and the seat you put your ass in. So I'm just kind of talking about that, speculating what the future is going to look like. And doesn't look good, but go check it out. It'll drop tomorrow morning. And thank you.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome. Look at Brutal Morningwood just shows up. I got to give a hail to Brutal Morningwood. He says, big love to y'all. Stay hard. Snortapoopas Q Burst says, claps all four paws. Keely Chow says, never judge a video by its title. Absolutely. Nope. Absolutely. My sketchbook says, God bless ETEP and everyone. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. So yeah, this is closing out the final episode of Fandom Menace Friday Night Live. Will this show come back down the road? Possibly, but for now, we're going to tuck her away in the shelf. And if you want to go back and look at any of the 16 episodes, there's a playlist already of all the videos from Fandom Menace Friday Night Live, all the great guests, conversations we've had here. So what do you got coming from me? Like I said, we're changing things up a little bit. Friday night's gone. We'll be back Monday. You'll get your Batwoman episode 9 review. I'm not stopping those. That'll be one of my long form videos for the week. Monday night, Going In Raw, episode 145, will be joined by myself, my co-host Tony Tonedeaf, now permanent panel member, the Red Gaze, and Supreme Heretic. Drew will be joining us on Monday, making his debut on the channel. Tuesday, every day next week, you'll be getting a short video, a countdown, a top 10, something fun during the day that you can just watch on the go. I'll have one of those for you every day next week. Monday night, Going In Raw, episode 145. Like I said, Tuesday, I'll be over on Enter the Unfamiliars channel for TR4, the Rogue 4, Hail Rogue Entertainment. You can find me over there with my brothers and sisters on Tuesday at 6:30. Wednesday now, you folks will be getting Going Rogue. I think it's episode 16 or 17. That'll be myself, Tony Tonedeaf, and a surprise guest. Thursday, like I said, you'll get probably a. I'm working on a wrestling video right now. As a lot of you know, I'm a former independent professional wrestler, and there's a lot of stuff that WWE is doing right now, kind of revisionist history, and I'm working on a video about that. And my thoughts personally from somebody who spent time in the business and has been in locker rooms and around a lot of different people from every different walk of life in the business. So I have a video coming out about that next week. And yeah, that's you can find me right here on the channel. Follow me on Twitter at @theplacetobe_RE1. We got a Facebook group, the official Place to Be Reviews fan page on Facebook. You can join that group. It's a private group, so put in a request. Me, one of the admins will get you down. But yeah, until then, thank you guys all. You can catch me I'm doing my last Friday night stream on another channel I'm on next. If any of them are watching, they didn't know that yet, but they probably do now. But yeah, I'm going over to Raiders of the Lost Flicks to watch a movie with them. And I'm Itepo Kuian of the Place to Be Reviews. I've been here with all of yous. And remember, if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow, and I will catch you on the next one. Star-Lord, play me out, brother.